Well, so I wanted to talk about what this channel is and what kind of videos I'm going to be making. But first I want to show you this. This is a notebook from my high school and college. And it's basically the thing that I carried around with me everywhere I went, from class to class, when I was supposed to be studying. And in it are not class notes, they are song lyrics. There's like pages and pages and pages of song lyrics. I wrote songs constantly. Like I had this little notebook that I would keep in my back pocket, and I would just take it with me everywhere I went. And whenever I had an idea, I'd write it down. Some of these I actually remember and could probably play, which is kind of scary. Some of these I have no idea. I have no memory of writing them whatsoever. Some of them I've recorded. And in fact, I recorded them on these cassettes. I had a cassette 4-track recorder in high school that served me very well. Here's one that's just called Idea. Here's my demo for solo gigs. The point of all this is there are so many songs. And I wrote all the time. I had to be every day. I had a keyboard in my bedroom. I had a piano that I played every day. I took piano lessons. I wasn't that great, but I was just starting, really. And I very quickly knew that I wanted to know how to produce music. Like I very quickly had ideas on production. And that's what led me to record my album. It's funny to call it an album because nothing ever happened to it. It wasn't very good. It might have been able to become good. But, I don't really think I played it for that many people. It was mostly for me. And then when I listened to it, when it was done, the thing that I could hear more than anything else is the sound faltering from a cassette, dropouts and stuff like that. And, musicianship and drum machines and stuff that I didn't feel proud of. And so I swore I was gonna get like a proper studio and start really doing it. And what ended up happening is many, many years later, I ended up with the studio of my dreams and almost nothing to show for it that was of my own creation. I did stuff for other people, but I kind of just stopped writing altogether for some reason. And it was always sort of this nagging feeling in the back of my head, like, where's my music? And at some point I thought that maybe I was just done. Like maybe I was not creative anymore, or I wasn't meant to be creative, or I wasn't meant to write songs anymore, or I was meant to do things for other people. And it got me really depressed. And somehow, which we'll talk about, I think, in a future time, I had a weekend where I had sort of a realization that there was a lot that I didn't know that I didn't know. And once I started to learn, it changed everything. And it was quite a long journey to get to where I am today. And where I am today is basically to where I want to write. I want to write. I want to write and I want to record and I want to perform. And I feel like until I do that, part of me is not going to be happy. Part of me needs that. And so the purpose of this channel is to do that. I hope you'll join me, and the idea is that I will be pushing through the barriers that have stopped me thus far from expressing myself through music in the way that I've always dreamed that I could and should. And I hope to take along with you those of you who are also either suffering from the same obstacles or just want to come along for the ride. So I have lots of plans and I have lots of ideas, but I'm going to try to just start small, which will be just to start writing songs and recording them. And they may not be great, but we're going to do it anyway. And over time, they'll get better. So that's it. That's the channel. Yeah, until the next video. Oh, you didn't like that one?